Here we've got Monstera Adansonii. It's a wonderful little plant. It grows well indoors, it does like a bit of warmth, and this one here is ready to repot. It's actually potted in a potting mix that holds a little bit too much water for us, and that's why the plant isn't looking so good. We're going to pot it up and we think it's going to look a little bit better in this pot here. However, there is a problem with this type of pot. If you look carefully in the bottom, you can see that the drainage hole is fairly small and there's a little plug in it. So the first thing we need to do is to remove that plug. And now we've got a drainage hole that's going to work. Ideally, the drainage hole would be about twice that big. And before we start, you can see that the roots of this Monstera are starting to grow out the bottom of the pot. It's a really good sign that it needs to go into a larger pot. So what we're going to do is we're going to use another pot that's got lots of drainage holes that sits neatly inside this pot. This allows us to pot it up, use the decorative pot, but it also ensures that we're going to get good drainage because we've got lots of drainage holes in the bottom of this pot and it sits just a little bit above the surface of the bottom of this pot. We'll squeeze the pot a little bit to loosen it up and we'll take it out and have a good look at it. As you can see, the plant's got a reasonably healthy root system. However, this potting mix is holding a little bit too much water. And this can be for a number of reasons. It can be because of the type of potting mix itself, or it can be that this plant's been in the pot too long, the potting mix is breaking down and therefore holding too much water, and this causes the plant not to be quite so happy. So what we're trying to do here is to get rid of as much of this old potting mix as we possibly can, because this stuff just holds too much water. What we're going to use is a potting mix that's got some fine pine bark in it. The white stuff you can see there is perlite. It's a nice open mix, which means it'll drain nice and freely. It won't break down as quickly as coir or cocoa peat will. So we've teased that out, we've removed as much of that old wet soggy potting mix that we can without disturbing the roots too much. Now we're ready to repot. First thing we need to do is to put a few handfuls of this new potting mix into the pot. Once we've done that, we'll sit the plant into the pot, making sure that all the roots are tucked well down. We'll just move it up and down a bit, and then we'll backfill with our new potting mix. And at this stage you can grab the plant gently just at the base, move it up and down a bit just to make sure that it's sitting at the right level, because we want the crown of the plant, that's this part here, almost level with the top of the pot. Now we'll finish off backfilling with the potting mix. We will use the old trellis that it was on because that's tall enough for us, and we'll just use a simple little clip to clip it on up the top. These little spring clips here are actually orchid clips and they work really well. Now we'll water the plant in well, and what we'll use is a little bit of liquid seaweed fertiliser, which is going to help the roots settle in. When you've just repotted a plant before you've watered it, it's a good idea to get a feeling for the weight of the pot. That's the weight that the plant will be when it's dry. When you've watered it, it's going to be heavier. So if you're in doubts about whether it's time to water your plant or not, pick it up, get an idea of the weight. If it's light, it needs water. If it's heavy, it doesn't need water. And after you've watered your plants, remember to drain them before you sit them back in the decorative container, because often with these decorative containers they don't have a drainage hole. So if all of this drains into the container, it's going to create a pool of water in the bottom of it, and therefore the roots are likely to seek that. They'll get soggy and wet and you'll start to have problems. If you look carefully at the plant, you can see that it's got one main stem here, but it's starting to send out more shoots from down below. In a week or so, we're going to take some of the top part of this plant off and we're going to use it to propagate new plants. And there'll be a separate video on how to propagate these wonderful plants. You'll also see that this plant is sending out some aerial roots. Now, when it gets a little bit larger, we'll probably transfer it into a larger pot, something that's large enough to handle a coir totem pole. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on all aspects of gardening, indoor plants, and as always, good luck with your gardening.